And we're live. Donk. And here we are. We are still breaking down the Kursk. And by we, I mean I. There's nobody here but us chickens. Let's take the walls first. The chickens are here. Good morning, Darlene. Yes, I started a little early. Thank you. I appreciate that more than you know. That anybody stops by for a few minutes, and in your case, pretty much every video I've ever live streamed. Humbles me. I appreciate it very much. And it's funny, when I said that, I thought, you know, there's a possibility Darlene might be sitting there watching and she just hadn't said anything yet. And there you are. Is there anything inside that? Yes, there is. Let's knock that down, which in turn knock those down. And now if I can get these knocked down, I can cut that rivet and probably come pretty close to getting the top half off of this thing. Jorah was talking yesterday like he was going to wind up here this morning, and I think he's in Icarus doing his thing. Icy is still not good from what little I know. And my little dog, Taz, is doing much, much better. He was a little reluctant to walk yesterday. I mean, considering the day before they gave him 4 different shots at 2 different times, 2 at one place, 2 at another. He had a terrible allergic reaction. His face, his snoot puffed up, and he got hives, and yeah, everything bad that could have went bad for that little guy yesterday did. But he's, I have to admit, much better. I'm grateful that we have a emergency vet clinic here in town that I didn't know about before this, that works from 6 at night till 8 a.m. And we walked in, we were the second ones in line. We were seen almost immediately. You know, they were professional. Yeah, something about the vaccine he got just didn't agree with him. Yeah, he was a hurting pup. Oh, I'm carrying too much already. I think next week I'm going to try my darndest to go back to Planet Crafter in the ice biome. See if I can get the controller straightened out to my liking along the way. I've really been having an itch to play that because they've done a quality of life upgrade. So we'll see how that goes now. I wanted to try to get this done today, but I think there's still too much of it left. This is no small endeavor, and I think my thoughts about finishing this are premature. Darlene, you said one day we were talking about arthritis that you said your right arm was what bothered you. Do you think that was from opening and closing the bus door? Because, you know, in America with the wheel on the left, you know, the door handle and the controls are always going to be on your right. Good morning, Shaman. Yes, I did start early. Yes. I said something before Darlene popped in about nobody here but us chickens, and then she comes in and says, chickens are here. So oh, nope, you've got to knock those rivets too, Edge. Oh, I've missed a few. Yes, I have. Darn it. And this, well, that's interesting. That stairway has got to go or it's not going to break out on the other side. I think it will. Yeah, I understand that. Yes, I'm an overachiever. And by you saying that, I don't know why my left side is affected. I mean, all I can say is, um, you know, my left ear is the worst one, because I worked after I got out of the Air Force, I worked in an office. And if I was holding a phone, it was on my left shoulder. I never, and I do mean never, talked on the phone out of my right ear unless my, you know, left ear was itching or bothering me or something. It was almost exclusively, and I would prop the phone on my left shoulder, and I worked in an office setting of some kind. Oh, good grief. When was that? 1993 on. Good thing I've been up since 4:30, so I'm ready and coherent. Uh-oh. Scary. Okay. Yeah, I've missed more. There we go. That's what I wanted. I'm going to have to move the truck. Yes, I am. Yeah, I've got a TINS unit on my shoulder right now. I mean, yes, I had my acupuncture yesterday, but I said something to my wife during it, and she said, I was telling her I was still getting a slight headache even using a controller when I gamed. She said, have you tried using a TINS unit when you gamed? While you're gaming? No, I hadn't. Well, I'm wearing one this morning. I do the same. I needed my right hand to do mouse and right phone, so I was always on the left. Finally made my boss get me a headset because I was pinching nerves. Yeah, I used to hold myself up with my left hand on the other side of the desk because I had a corner desk. My computer sat in the corner. And I can tell you that you know, that doesn't sound like much and you don't think much of it while you're doing it, but I can see it all leading back to there. And my injury during the Gulf War was on my left side, so when I first started going to acupuncture, I couldn't feel anything on my left side. I could feel him sticking me with needles on my right side, but I couldn't feel him sticking me with needles on my left. Up and down my back, up and down my shoulder, couldn't feel a thing. And yesterday, when we were in treatment, there were 2 or 3 times up and down my back. I said, ow, that one smarted. And for as much as it was, it was a little bit painful, I'll also count that as a win because 2 years ago, that wasn't the case. So I'm in bed with a bad head cold. I think everybody's got a touch of something. I'll be perfectly honest. Well, you're in that odd area between fall and spring and the weather's changing and, Can I get that? Why are you telling me the crane can't reach the load? I'll have to investigate that in a second. Morning, Shannon. And just so you know, I'm flying solo again this morning. Oh, you're carrying too much, you stoop. I did quite a lot on this off camera. It's unfortunate. I happen to enjoy this game a good bit, so. No, that's not the one. There, that's the one. I got the front open, I got the back open, and I've taken 2 or 3 decks off of here. I'm going to have to get those walls down before that's going to break all the way. That's not going to be terrible to do. That's the next thing on the list. It's say there's lots more missing than expected. Yes, because I have been in here even on my day off, and like there were nuclear tubes down in here. I got them all out, and the top two levels are gone. The back is, which I should really walk towards so you can see it. The back is gone. I just got in here and got to working on it. This is such a big ship. Good morning, Big Dave. Yeah, this is such a big ship. I knew that if, I didn't have anybody else coming to join me, that it was going to be a big endeavor. I was hoping Jorah would show up because he's got a bunch of crates in the back that need to be picked up. As you can see, the green flashing way, way back there. Yeah, I took off most of the front half of the sub, and I've got the back half open, but there's still nuclear material in the back half. Bill, hurry away.
Good day, sir.
Look at that man. Look at that man. Good morning, country lady. Is it your birthday, Dave?
No, my birthday's not till.
Shannon Duba just wished you a happy birthday.
Wrong Dave, or wrong D person. It's Daniel's birthday, not mine.
Yep. Dave, just to brief you, there's no nuclear material in the front of the ship.
Okay.
There is still in the back of the ship.
Okay.
I'm kind of working from the front to the back.
Yep. Good.
And you know what you're doing. You don't need me to tell you.
Yeah.
If you've broke down an Ohio class sub, you definitely don't need me to tell you.
Yeah, they haven't fixed the floating parts yet.
No, they really haven't. However, I notice now it takes a heck of a lot longer to log into the game because it seems to load more carefully.
Yep.
And I'll take that every day of the week. The truck is not in a good place. I had to move it to pull the top of the ship off.
Yeah, no worries.
Hey, Dave, heck of a mustache you got there. At least you laughed.
Yep.
Yeah, and your combat flip-flops.
Yeah.
Or in civilian life, wouldn't those be known as work flip-flops?
Yep.
It's almost Friday. Yes. Woohoo! The only good thing about Friday is that I might go see my daughter. It depends upon how everything's going at her house.
Okay, I am going to do a quick relog because there is a lot of the ship still showing that you have taken down.
Yep. Now, if you need, I can go out and come back in.
I don't. Usually, it's once I do a relog, it fixes up. That's why sometimes I jump in, jump out, jump back in.
Yeah.
So
you do you. If that don't fix it, we'll redo the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was trying to get up to places where obviously there wasn't floor there. So. And good morning, Darlene and Shaman and Country Lady and. That's everybody that's here.
Oh, can't get that. I'm holding too much.
A couple of the walls disappeared that I was trying to access. So.
We'll take that.
Yep.
I keep forgetting I need to look up and see if the upper rivets are gone. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't.
Yep.
Like that. Shaman, I hate to say, I missed when you said what you said. What would be cool? Sorry to have to ask. Yes. I have to say, she's only my stepdaughter, but I said something to her about how she acted when I met her when she was so good grief. She was in her teens when we met, and she's pretty bratty. And I asked her if my granddaughter drove her nuts because she was so much like her, and she said, "Of course." I said, "It's like looking in a mirror." That's one of the drawbacks of having a mini-me. And my granddaughter can be what I would call, what they called Lucy Van Pelt out of the Peanuts cartoons, a fuss budget. She just has her moments. She does her own deal, and hurry back, country lady. When you work in accounting, you better be ready to cross-check other people's errors.
Yep.
I came so close to going. I found the yellow submarine. Yay!
There you go.
Thought I'd already found that, but obviously not. You're cutting a big rivet, aren't you, Dave?
Yeah, at the bottom of the this section. So.
Yeah, Joro calls them king rivets.
Yeah, I always wondered what he was referring to when he said king rivets.
One rivet to rule them all.
Yeah.
And I'm carrying too much. And I don't wanna. Boy, me and my shoulder aren't playing well today. Don't know what my
No.
problem is. No, it is not. Old age and treachery winning out over youth and skill.
Yeah.
Hey, you didn't have to agree quite so quickly.
Well, that's. I have a lot of those days too. So.
You know, you have firsthand knowledge.
Yep.
I said that in front of my son when he was 14 or so. He said you could have waited to tell me that. I said, quicker you figure that out, the better off you'll be.
There we go. That one's good.
Listen to that man knocking stuff down with the best of them. Yeah, shaman, truth hurts. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, the reality of it all hurts too. I mean, you know.
It's the only thing I regret about winter coming to an end is because I know that the damp season's here, and that's when mine picks up. So it's like,
Yeah, I can always tell when it's humid here in Central Texas. It just wears me out.
yeah,
And I also know because South Carolina is about 80% humidity every day, no matter what season. If it gets below 60% humidity in South Carolina, they're absolutely impressed by it. And people here say, oh my gosh, it's so humid. You have no idea.
yeah,
You just think you know.
yep.
Hate to say. And when I told people that when I was working at the hospital, they would just look at me and go, are you serious? As a heart attack. You've never lived on the East Coast, have you?
Yep. It's basically the same way living, on the Great Lakes. It's
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
My wife's first husband was from Duluth, Minnesota, and she said Duluth ain't no joke. The winters up there are really stiff.
Yep.
Managed to pass that air off to somebody else to fix. It's a good day, country lady. Yes.
Yep.
So you can't fix that? That's easy. Do I want to go back and deal with nuclear waste? Because there is a metric, ever-loving ton of
Is there?
stuff back there that needs to be got out. And that's what I'm concerned about, that I'm going to miss something. Or can I go get some and start bringing it back this way?
Let me go take a look.
Yeah, no, I'm already in the nuclear stuff. Oh, I'm carrying too much, and I'm carrying 53 kilograms. It won't let me take that. What a pain in the butt. Can I make the shot from here? Says I can.
Oh, and Joral's pre-cut everything, so you gotta be really careful now.
Joro's done what?
Joral's pre-cut all the machinery too, so you gotta be real careful now.
Yep.
I gotta teach that boy not to do that.
Well, I'm just as bad, so I can't talk.
Yeah, I have learned since having to do the Ohio twice not to cut it until you're ready to take it out.
Yeah. Well, this is my second time on the Kursk.
Yeah.
Tired of fixing other people's errors just because they don't want to fix it themselves. I can't blame you. Fixing somebody else's accounting errors is a pain in the butt. What in the world? Oh, because I've got that wall up? Why, you pain in the butt. Listen at Mayhem coming into chat. Get off your arses, you ragged bunch of tinkers. No, we don't want to. We're sitting down, smoking a cigarette. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're having a Marlboro Red Pack. Yeah, if I'm going to wreck my health, it's going to be the quickest way possible, right? Right. That was what my brother smoked. Now, let me go back through here and crate. What? I'm carrying... God. There's got to be one of these that I can pick up.
Yeah.
Oh, no, don't walk up there. Woo-hoo. The whole screen went black.
Yep.
If this morning is indication that's how the day's going to go, I will join you with a cigarette and possibly a bottle of vodka. Okay, country lady, deal. And I typically don't drink. That's one of those things. If I know I'm not getting in the car and driving and I'm sitting here in the four walls of my house, that becomes a do I want to decision. If I'm driving, the answer is always no.
Yeah.
However, somebody here went to the McDonald's the other morning. He was just a little tipsy. I don't know who that would be.
I have no idea as he looks over at the McDonald's bag sitting next to him because he's stayed up till 4 a.m. playing War Thunder and drinking.
Boy, that hurt.
That's probably having friends in California. It's like, oh yeah, I'll stay up with you and play Wow.
Uh, what time did you go to bed, or have you been to bed?
I had about 2 hours of sleep.
See, you can do that when you're that age. Me, I can't even think about staying up. I was up until 10ish or so last night, which was unusual for me.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Let's read that and that.
Can I get back out the back way quicker, or am I dreaming?
Just avoid the radiation.
Yeah, but the truck's at the front.
Yeah.
I sometimes wish this game had 2 trucks in it.
Yeah.
However, he is going to be at his sister's for a week, so I may have mixed a drink or 3. Don't really drink anymore either, mainly because I never know when I'm going to have to take Dad to the hospital. But he's going to be at his sister's for a week. Ah, yeah. Nope, you can't rope up there with the hammer, idiot. I mean, you can try, but
Just, warn people put their hard hats on.
yeah. I hate to say I need to decide what end of the ship I'm working on, because I've got things going in both places, but I really want to get all the crap out of it, because I get the feeling there would be some contracts that would be finished if I got all the rest of the stuff out.
No, unfortunately, I gotta pull a Joro and I gotta throw stuff on the floor.
Yes, they did lose Gene Hackman. We did lose Gene Hackman yesterday. That guy.
Oh no, we didn't.
Yeah. Him and his wife and his dog were found dead in their house.
Oh no.
So it makes me wonder if it was an environmental situation of some kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me think they got a gas leak or carbon monoxide leak or something. I agree with you, Mayhem. And you're carrying too much yet again. Excuse me. He was a great actor. Yes, he was. First thing I remember seeing him in as a kid was The French Connection. And I've never seen the movie, but I remember seeing him in the trailers and such. Oh, and that was a rotten throw. You wonder why, when you're not pressing the A button like the computer is prompting you to, why it's not picking up what you're trying to pick up, because you're not pressing the A, but you keep pressing the button. All right. think I'm gonna have to put the truck in a better spot. Okay, the tinge unit has went back off. Definitely time for some extra pampering and relaxation. Yes, absolutely. Dave, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just trying to disassemble the section of the hull. Like I said, I've switched from the slightly more reckless style that I used to be to very methodical now. So
So what you're saying is if I come on your ship, I've got to know what I'm doing.
yeah,
Oh, that's bad, bad. By the way, thank you.
yeah, no worries.
Goes quicker when you got somebody here with you.
Yep. Shit, I just lose a piece of machinery.
Did you just lose what?
No, for a second there I thought I lost a piece of machinery, but no, I didn't.
Considering I've already lost 2, it might make this one difficult. Let me, now that I'm roped up here, might as well break that while I'm here. I will spend my day off Monday cleaning my house. Yep. Oh, no, don't jump there. Might as well just start taking that wall out because it's going to have to come at some point. I will say since the upgrade, it is less laggy in multiplayer.
Yeah.
A fair bit less laggy.
Yeah.
And the walls come tumbling down. What is still holding that? Oh, that. Well, I didn't want to press A to use it. I wanted to knock the thing flat.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. That's got to go too.
It need not take this section out.
Now that more people are here, it is my intention to probably do Planet Crafter the Ice Biome next week and see if I can get the controller straightened out on that. And plus, Planet Crafter just had a quality of life update that's pretty good from everything I've seen.
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw the patch. I didn't read the patch notes, so I wasn't sure.
To make the most of it was to make the truck less susceptible to being thrown off course by small rocks. And now it just ignores them. But if you hit a large one, you're still coming to a screeching halt.
Okay.
And they've put more food on Planet Humble, and that was the biggest major thing I heard out of the patch notes.
Yeah.
But yes, we are going to be golfing tomorrow. Or that is my intent if I'm still alive, warm, and breathing and occupying my desk chair. I was going to say, there's got to be rivets around here somewhere. That thing would come down. You ever seen a piece of sheet steel jump? I just did. Whack that thing.
You do all the time in this game.
Yep. Yeah, the physics are a little cartoonish sometimes, but it makes it interesting.
Yeah.
More food was really needed on Planet Humble. It was difficult to find enough, especially on multiplayer. Yeah, there the first little bit while we were playing multiplayer, it was pretty rough.
Yep.
I will say, as far as the devs are concerned, they do seem to be keeping their pulse, on the community, and they communicate with their community a heck of a lot. And I've seen pictures of their newest update, and it looks like they're making a larger greenhouse that's going to be rather impressive.
Yeah, I think that's what was needed for Humble, was a more sustainable, once you got to it, food source, which is...
Yeah, when we first started, we were standing there waiting on eggplant to come out of the growers, so we wouldn't starve to death. It was crazy. The only problem I'm foreseeing is I have never played that game without a keyboard. And the button map is different from this game to that game.
No, I think somehow through Steam, you can map a controller to look different to a game, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. I haven't figured out how to do that, and I have tried off camera a whole bunch, and it ain't getting through to my old noggin, if that makes any sense.
Yep.
You know, for somebody who used to sit and read firewall rules and code inside of switches and firewalls and stuff, configurations, yeah. This stuff really flips my brain over sometime.
Yep.
It shouldn't, but I play it with an Xbox controller. It takes a little getting used to, but it's not bad. Yeah, that was bad, Johnny. Didn't you or Joro die waiting for it to finish growing? Oh, yeah, probably more than once, Shaman. Yeah, me, Icy, and Joro were all standing around going, plant those eggplants. Yeah. If I was to eat that much eggplant in real life, you couldn't get me out of the bathroom. I mean, the curse of IBS, but now I need to get up there and get that little chunk of stuff done, or it's not going to let this wall go, and that's what I want. And here I am carrying too much yet again. And I missed the truck. I also missed that rivet. The lack of food is why GE never went back and played it with the girls. Yeah. Yeah, you got to be on top of it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That one's out over there. And now I just get to pick up stuff.
glass machine.
Hey, Dave.
That's much more than I thought.
Dave,
Yeah.
it's just a game.
Yep. And actually, shouldn't affect your contracts because you only need kerosene, lamp, and electrical boxes.
Yeah.
In those.
Shannon, you didn't miss anything of any great substance. Just us yakking, drinking coffee, and taking apart submarines. I have to say, if you were really looking for important things to watch in your life, I'm not sure this is the channel. Okay, is all of that off? And is the other side of that off? And I just wonder who wrote the Book of Love. That's off there, but that's still got some walls on it. Dr. Seuss wrote the Book of Love. Well, I would almost be inclined to agree with you there, Mayhem.
How can I get?
I think Dave is heavy ciphering. And then there's a floor down here I'm going to have to get. But can I get the top of that? Yes, I can. While the crane's in operation, I'm going to drink coffee and talk crap. Okay, the drinking coffee is accomplished. Mayhem, I played the Gutter Gang course.
Uh-oh.
It was, well, he's getting better as a course designer, I will say that.
Yeah.
It was actually interesting. It was fairly challenging, but it wasn't an overt pain in the rear, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like the challenges were insurmountable. It was, definitely playable, but not to the pain in the ass stage.
Yeah.
It was actually interesting. He had an economy of holes, and I'm not meaning that to be funny. I'm meaning he had 4 different holes going to the same cup.
Oh.
On a couple of different islands in this, and it was. Mayhem says, "Failure noted. I'll try harder next time." You didn't fail. Don't be a pain in the butt. Well, gosh, you're Mayhem. How can you not be a pain in the butt? I mean, I'm sorry, I forgot who I was talking about.
Yeah. I opened up part of the next section of the stern.
Can we get... I have Subnautica, and I've played a little of it, but I haven't played much. I just... My physical limitations don't deal well with being attacked. Makes me anxious. And that, in turn, makes me get everything out of whack. Or, in other words, I'm a mess, and yeah, I've got it. And I would probably play it if they had a multiplayer in it, because I don't think I could get through that whole game by myself.
The problem I have with Subnautica is when they sacked the original team or the original team quit and they brought in the new people and they just rewrote the story, because I love the original story.
Didn't know there was an original.
There was.
Okay, that's news to me. Where would be the best place to set the truck for you to do what you're doing?
You keep it where you are, because I'm still trying to dismantle the hull around this radiation.
Okay. Do you need help?
Nope, I just need to mutter to myself a little bit more.
Okay, sounds good. Continue to mutter. See, they're coming out with a Subnautica 2. I thought Subnautica 2 was already out because it was the frozen... and I don't have the second one, but I know that it's out.
Yeah.
I saw a very interesting mod that Z1 Gaming played, and it was Subnautica, and it was a red infection, red moss thing that was infecting everything. It was short, and it wasn't official, but it was quite interesting.
Yeah. The Frozen one was a DLC for the original game.
Okay.
I think it was actually a case of the first game you were aliens that went to that planet. The DLC was you were actually humans, if I remember correctly, when we finally got out there. And we went to the same planet, and I think it had frozen over or something like that, if I remember correctly. It's like I said, it's been a few moments since I've played that one, but
Yeah, I can't talk intelligently about the DLC. All I've got is Subnautica.
yeah.
Okay, you've got to get back on top, Johnny, whether you like it or not.
Oh, yeah.
You must have got the nuclear material out.
It's not out yet, but I got the last hull piece open to get it out.
Good man. Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero are both out, but Subnautica 2 is set to come out sometime in 2025. Maybe it will be multiplayer, yep.
Yeah, it would be nice. Not a good.
Graphically, I think that game is pretty impressive.
Does say online co-op
Ooh,
on the Steam page.
That would be fun. That'd almost be worth making an investment for.
Yep. Was current state of early access version. Subnautica 2 will include a multiplayer mode, several biomes, some narrative, and a variety of creatures and craftables. There we go. That'll be a good one.
be finally able to have a gaming computer by then. Yeah. Didn't know the original team got sacked, though. Sounds fishy. Yet, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I can't remember if they were sacked or if they quit. It was, but I do remember that the person who wrote the entire manuscript behind the original story was one of the people that was no longer attached to the game, so they had to rewrite the entire story. The new people, and yeah, it was too bad because the original story, though incomplete, was so nice. It was a lot more, to me, enjoyable. 3-player, 3 friends, so 4 people co-op.
That would be fun.
Yep. So yeah, so that was my take on the original one. I did try the Frozen one, if I remember correctly, but it, yeah, it just, I don't know. There's something about it. And I think it was just more the way they wrote events that were going on that I didn't like. But that was just a personal preference. So
Well,
don't take my viewpoint of it to heart.
don't take your bias.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that in all those games that you're attached to a corporation, Planet Crafter is the same way. They tell you anything you do here is ours, not yours.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. I'll keep that in mind the next time I invent something.
I'm going to keep the crane busy for a few minutes.
Yeah, knock yourself out. Have a good time with it. Unless, of course, you think it's something the peoples should see.
I mean, I'm just lifting off machinery.
Yeah, okay.
I think they've seen that.
Yeah, we've played for a day or two. Definitely a beautiful game. I watched Jack and Gab both do playthroughs. Very cool. Yeah. Gab is somebody that I've started watching a little bit of about gaming. She seems like a total nut. Okay. No, it's not time to start knocking the floor in, but I'm not going to break that yet. I'm not going to break it. I'm not going to break it. Okay, I broke it.
See, now you understand why I'm humble to myself.
Yeah. Hell, I'm a mess and I know it. If I screw up, I'll be more than happy to admit it. And I'll be the one hanging off the rope to try to beat that odd rivet that's hanging out in the sky.
Oh, I may have foobarred myself.
Gasp. No, not the foo bar.
I think you need to actually have this machinery in place to knock the... Oh, Such a dirty little trick by the devs. I like it.
Does it mean I should just scrap it all right now and start over?
No, what it is they put 4 machines with high stacks around the radiation cage.
Uh-huh.
And if you get rid of 2 of the 3, you can't get rid of the radiation. I don't think without having removed other walls around it. They are so sneaky.
Uh-huh.
I like it.
She's pretty cool. I love her Stardew Valley and Nancy Drew puzzle game content. She finds a lot of interesting indie games, too. Yep. Yeah, she really does genuinely seem to have fun. Okay, I've still got floor above me. 'Cause I'm a dummy. Come on, hit that. Oh, could they please make a tinge unit that would last for longer than 15 minutes at a time? Please.
There we go. Radiation coming out.
Excellent. And at this point, it should become easier. I was going to say easy, but no. I have to admit, the top hammer in this game is pretty good. Okay, pick up all you can and then start beating rivets again. If I thought I had enough money to upgrade to the next crate, I would, but I don't.
Nope.
Unless, of course, I've already bought the blueprint. I had to go back a save when they did the upgrade.
Yep.
And it kind of screwed me up because I had some better stuff before I had to. I was on the gas goober, and when I went to boot it up the second time, it was like, this game's not compatible to the current version. Dang.
Yeah.
Or this save is not compatible. Ah.
Yeah, I had that with one of my cargo ships. Well, we can tell Joro he's free to come back because I've gotten the back of the ship off for him.
Country lady, I hope your day didn't go terribly to crap. Hope you win.
Yeah. Hope it's not as bad as it sounds.
I hope the fix is easy and the coffee's strong.
Yep.
admit that saw is that highest level saw is a good one too.
Yep.
Well worth it.
Yep.
I keep telling myself I'm going to pick stuff up before I knock out any more rivets, and then I don't. I'm not too smart. Watch that, man. All we need is 3 kilograms of kerosene for one, and then a lamp and 44 electrical boxes. Wow.
Yep.
Might behoove me to go look for those. Oh, and I didn't say this when everybody got in here. Taz is doing much better. He is.
Oh, that's good.
Shot a Benadryl, fixed him up. Yeah, he broke out in hives. His face and nose swelled up, and yeah, it was. And I'll give the emergency clinic a lot of credit. They even called me last night to ask how he was.
Yeah.
And I got to admit, I dropped a fair amount of cash for poor dog, but you know, it's funny. My wife and I have no kids that we share. I have a son. She has 2 daughters. You know, our dogs have become our kids for the most part, and you know, I have to.
And there's so much family to, our pets that it's, you hate seeing them in pain or, sick. So.
Well, he gets a treat at 7 every night, and he knows it. And
Yeah.
then we, turn everything off and go take a bath, and then do whatever until about 9:30.
Yep.
I walked into the bedroom with his treat, and that's when I noticed his face was swelled up. He happily wanted the treat. He was acting perfectly, and everything. But then my wife watches news, and I watch other stuff at nights, and I was in the living room, and he came out to see me, and it was dark. Well, I wondered, he usually, if he's in the bed with my wife, he will not get up. I'd rather sit with her too, I get it.
Yeah.
And he came out, and I walked back in to see, because it just struck me as odd that, he came out there, and when I walked back into the bedroom, I had the lights off in the living room and couldn't see other than the fact that it was him. Well, when I went back in the bedroom, he had broke out in hives, and his hair was standing up the first 3/4 of his body, and, it was, whew. At that point, it was, get your pants on, we're going to the emergency vet,
Yeah.
And luckily, it was less than 4 minutes away. We didn't even know, hadn't a clue, and I have to admit it worked out. They were very, very good to us. Walked right in the door, pretty much got seen, right off the bat. Oh, come on. I got to knock that wall down too? What a pain in the butt. Come on. You're just not going to. But no, he's doing way better. He didn't really want to walk with us yesterday. We carried him a good bit of the way. Because they had turned him into the dog version of a pincushion. I mean, he had 4 shots at 2 different vets. When he sees us coming to put him in the car, he's going to go, oh no. The only time I've been at the vet, bad things have happened. First, they took my male parts, and then got 2 shots, had an allergic reaction, got 2 more shots. Where does it all end?
Yeah. I have to admit, he gets me up around in the morning. And, it's a reason to get moving, for as stupid as that sounds. Yeah, I get it. Because when Mom got sick, and having the cat, it was nice because at least it gave me a reason to, keep going for a long time. Because there was days I just wanted to give up, and having the pet, they save us way more than they realize it.
When I got divorced, I had custody of my son, and it was one of those things. There wasn't time to sit and be sad about it because I had too much other stuff to do, and I had a 12-year-old dependent on me.
Yep.
And it, just couldn't sit down and stop what I was doing. I found enough kerosene to get that second contract. Yes.
There you go.
Finally. So trust me, I 100% know. Boy, that going from being a 2-parent household to being 1 parent, man, that was an emotional kick in the teeth. That hurt.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Well, for as, me and my ex-wife weren't good for each other. It was like dumping gasoline on both of us. It was bad. Should have never got married.
Yep.
Let's just say in plain English that our family planning sucked. Okay? We'll leave it at that.
Yep.
And I have no regrets about having a kid. He's turned out really pretty good. Furry babies provide a calm consistency that's good motivation. Yeah. Taz is just zoomy enough to be fun, but he also has a good idea of, what's going on and when things are serious and when they're not. Okay, I've gotten into stuff that's got a bunch of items left in it, and I need to quit knocking down walls and go pick stuff up. because I can get to the truck. Yeah, Taz has been probably the best dog we've ever had. The other ones were good, don't get me wrong. Dachshunds are terribly stubborn. And our first dachshund, oh my, oh, I just found the other nuclear.
Is it in that room?
It's in the one I'm in, yep.
Yeah. You're going to have to disassemble it from the top down.
Yeah. Well, I was on the way to doing that, so it's not like it's the end of the world. But when I got close to the bulkhead door where it was at, the whole screen turned black.
Yep.
Thought I needed a fire extinguisher. If I do, I just picked one up.
No, your fire extinguisher contract is complete. Only thing you need is 15 lamps and 30 electrical boxes.
Yeah, I'm picking up lamps too. Oh. Come on, back out of there. Either that or the nuclear stuff is above me, because I just walked into another part of this room and got just fried. But there's also something in this bulkhead that is...
Yeah, I'd be willing to bet you that room with the heavy door on it is probably... Oh, no, you didn't go light up when you went by it.
Yeah, well, it lit up when I went behind it, made me think it was. When I go over in this corner of the room, though, yeah. Let me see if I can figure out what's going on inside there, because it might still be something good. Come on. Or it might be a ladder. I've seen ladders inside. Yeah, it ain't nothing but a ladder. Okie doke. I feel better about it. Oh, you pain in the butt. Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
It's 9:17.
It is.
We're almost done. Let me go claim that while we're standing here. Well, I'm standing here. You're not.
Yeah.
You're probably working hard.
You're probably going to have to go in single player afterwards and do a cleanup.
Yeah.
Because I'm still getting a lot of floating artifacts.
Amp is not streaming today. Okay.
No.
Did they get that from... Did you get that from her Discord is the only thing I'm going to ask. Because if you did, we can continue on.
Oh, yeah, she just posted at 9:07 Eastern.
Yep. Okie dokie.
Stomach is causing troubles again. We'll try to get myself ready for...
All right, we'll continue on for however much longer it takes. If that's okay. Well, if you leave, Dave, it's, you know.
No, I'm fine. Okay, I think...
I think what I'm going to do is go up on the second floor. Well, no, let's go up here and burn that king rivet, because it's to a point that needs to happen. All right, good deal. something is, I can't tell where that might be, but all right. Let me see. Is there another one of those on the ceiling? No, there is not. Thank you, Mayhem. You're all right when you're asleep. Problem is, you don't sleep enough. I get the feeling that the more I go toward this edge of this, yeah. All right. Let me get back out here.
Okay, so one whole section piece has been removed from the back of the boat.
Yay! Speaking of lights, yep. So I'm going to have to look up and make sure I'm not skipping any of those lights. Good morning, Digger.
Hey, Digger Payne.
Oh, no.
I'm in engineering. Let's see if I can find. Oh, I got some lights.
Got some copper.
Lights.
Oh, there's things on the wall. Got electrical boxes. Uh-huh. Did not know this. Oh, that's where the nuclear stuff is at. Okay. It's, if you can see my name.
Yep.
It's right. I'm standing at the doorway. When I walk through the doorway of it, I start frying.
Reactor room.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, because I'm in engineering where the engines are. So reactor room would be behind that. If I remember my submarines. Reactor room's usually at the back, and then they pump goes forward to the turbines. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep, it's right above me. So, yep. Okay.
All right. I might have to knock that wall down. 'Cause I
Oh,
don't.
it is the reactor. Yeah, I can see it from here. Yep.
Fun times.
Oh, there's multiple. So there's 2 zones. Okay, so I can see
That's
one there.
not my name. That's not my name. What is not your name, Mayhem? I missed it concentrating on the game.
Oh, there's the second one. Okay. So there's one to your left
Yep.
on your floor, and then the floor down where I am, there's one to your right.
Lovely.
It's a radiation zone. So, okay. Rich module copper.
Oh, and that king rivet is over there in the radiation zone.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You don't have to worry about these king rivets because we're not going to be cutting this section of the hull out for a while.
Oh, come on. I want to worry about it.
I think there's 3 sections back that still have to be cut out first.
Yeah, I just walked into another nuclear section. Wow.
Yep, you're right above the one that's by me.
That's ugly.
Yep. Oh, electric box. Electric box. Electric box. Oh, no, they're both on the same floor I'm on. Okay. Because the other one's right where I am. Okay.
A lot of these panels that are on the walls and on the roof have electric boxes in them.
Yes, I have found a few. I'm going to go throw those in the truck.
Yep.
There we go. 2 more boxes and 4 more lamps. And I know there's some lamps in some of the green boxes at the back of the boat if we have to.
Yeah.
I'll go down 1 more floor and see if I can find anything.
Wow. Boy, you take the wrong step coming on that floor. Oof.
Yeah, there was some weird pre-deconstruction going on.
Yeah. No doubt. Good grief.
Thank you. Oh, here we go. 1 lamp. 2 lamp. 3 lamp. I've done full Technicolor.
Dang that Dave, he's
There we go.
handy.
2 electrical boxes. 2 electrical boxes. 2 electrical boxes.
Yeah, I was going to try to get this bulkhead out I'm standing on, but I can see that's going to be a fool's errand for the
Yeah.
moment.
That's a ladder.
I think, all things being equal, I'm going to go back to breaking walls down here at the bottom of what is left of the front of the ship.
Yeah, if there's nothing of value above it, then you're safe to do it. It's just when there are valuables on the ship, I highly recommend against doing it.
Yeah, and that's why when I walked through the bulkhead and I saw all this stuff laying there, I was like, need to deal with that.
Yep.
And there is a bulkhead sitting right on a welded rivet.
Yep.
Digger, I have to ask, I'm going to be a broken record. How's the job search? You remind me of Icy, Dave, because
Yeah.
don't get in the way because yeah, you're liable to get hit with a hammer. She'll work around you. She don't care.
Yeah. Well, it's from doing some of these bigger ships, you learn how to actually do your step cadence to the next rivet between pounds. Now, it's a little harder in multiplayer when we have the lag, but
Yeah. Two electrical boxes is all I lack.
I'd be willing to bet you there's some in some of those green ones at the back.
Yeah. Oh, I 100% bet. That's why I kind of wanted to try to get those up, but not while there's nuclear material back there.
Well,
Sitting on a rivet
all
is
the
never a pleasant experience. Yeah.
yep. Especially when it's red hot.
Yeah. Woo!
You need some new Superman undies after that one.
How did you know that I wear Superman undies?
You're an Army man.
I think
You're an Air Force man, I should say. Everybody in the Air Force wears their damn Superman undies.
that was good recovery. We'll give you points for that one. Oh, I needed that laugh.
Let's see. Does it make it? Does it make it? It made it.
Oh, too funny. I wear Spider-Man undies. Thank you very much, says Mayhem. Still stalled. I'm doing deep cleaning at a daycare on Sundays and looks like I may pick up a gift painting the place soon. Not much, but it's a Band-Aid. Yes, be thankful for all you can get. Can't take that out because that's not going, and I'll bet you these can't be taken because the bulkhead's not gone.
Well, it's not highlighting the bulkhead red. Okay, that one's going to go.
Okay, you
Something
just... Yes.
must still be attached to this one, this side. The other side's going to go.
Yeah. Well...
Oh, no. Yeah, the other side's going to go. There we go. I can't.
Look up, and element doesn't have all connectors are destroyed. Well, that's impressive.
Where?
They might be from the top. I hate to
Yeah.
say.
But
Well,
it shouldn't matter.
I didn't see any when I fell, but... Well, if I could just get on the floor...
I'll move a couple of steps to your left. No.
Don't see any... oh, I see it.
You see it?
Yep, sure do. It'll go now.
Yeah, I couldn't even see that. Like, I can't see where you are standing right now.
Yeah, it was... Yep.
Yeah.
One rivet.
Yeah. 'Cause from what I have is that there's still half the ship showing above in the sky.
Wow. That's crazy. I'm going to try to drive the truck to the back.
Yep.
And see if I can start throwing out green crates.
Yeah. in your Discord, I'm gonna post this picture.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna, anyone who's got access to your Discord is gonna now see what I've been seeing at
Oh,
that end of the ship.
oh yeah.
So just to give people an idea,
Wow.
when Joro and I say like we see stuff floating in the sky,
Yep.
that is what we see.
I wish I could. I wish I could show that, but let's see here.
Just like some of these crates I can't pick up.
Yeah.
Okay, so so I have,
You're carrying too much.
yes.
Okay. Talk me into it.
I can pick it up.
Oh. Hold it. I'm going to go. I've got enough money. I can buy the last container and upgrade by almost 100 kilograms.
Mm.
I wonder if the
Shubh Prabhat, my friend.
crate upgrade. I have that. Done ski.
फिर मिलते हैं, my friend.
Done.
Good.
You now have 350 kilogram capacity. Oh, the great and mighty Taz is out and barking.
Daz is like, Daddy, you're supposed to be done streaming by now. We need to go for a walk.
Well, you know, you can't have everything.
Oh, try to tell not to a dog.
Oh, yeah. Ain't that the truth? Have you got the crane?
It's not in use right now. No.
I'm hearing the static off of it being in my headset.
Shall relook.
Uh-oh. Oh. I missed it. Darn it.
Kind of hoping now that we've removed sections of the hull that it may be Nope, I saw a floating ship.
Just ignore it.
Yep.
That's tough to do, though.
It is, because you think, oh, I could just step there. And nope, you can't.
No.
Actually, a whole pile of stuff that was not there just reappeared. Okay. That's interesting.
I think this engine I'm standing beside can come out.
Probably.
Yeah. Oh, there ain't no walkway there anymore. Get down off of that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was cutting those out when I went forward to look for electrical panels. That's right.
Mm. Oh. It's not gonna let me. a phenomenal interview on Joe Rogan's podcast a few years ago.
There you go. Their contract's complete.
Woohoo! Look at that man go. Go claim that one while it's on my mind. Oh, I forgot what door I'm running toward. Whew. Did somebody just post in Discord? Joro just posted something. Joro said he would have been here, but he's been fighting a sick headache all morning, and he apologized, and I said, perfectly all right.
And tell him, don't worry, I got the back of your ship off for you.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to needle him. He really does sound like he's fighting it pretty hard.
Yeah.
He basically just told me he was going from both ends, and that's, yeah.
Yep.
Bad.
Yep. It's the bad juju.
Yeah. I got to say, I try to look on the bright side, try to be optimistic. There is no bright side to that.
No.
Not at all. Oh, I'm already on the rope. Well, duh. All right. How am I carrying too much unless Dave made that container with the 350-pound? No?
No.
It just flat said, no, you can't pick that up.
You may have picked up 2 containers.
Yeah, it didn't like it no matter what it was.
Yeah, because if there was maybe a light one and a heavy one.
I seriously believe everybody's got a touch of something right now. It's the changing of the seasons, and my allergies are going a bit nuts because everything is fixing to bloom here.
Yeah, and there is something, I don't care what people are saying, but there is some sort of weird illness going around. So.
Okay. Dave, that you're standing on might be fixing to fall.
Yeah.
Oops. I got into Discord and forgot to go back to OBS.
Oop.
The Discord is listed as the Daily Yak. Yes. Hold on for just a second. Had to have administrative duties. Digger, we have a whole whopping 12 people.
Yeah. Hey, there's Digger Payne.
All righty then. We are small but mighty. I don't know about how mighty. Small but arthritic. I mean, just don't have the same ring.
Oh, I gotta take this. Okay. Okay, gotta take more off.
Oh, you're trying to get that stuff out. I can see.
Well, what I was trying to do was open up that the hard bulkhead at the end of this compartment, but I have to take the roof off this compartment to do that.
And I was hoping to be unlucky 13. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Mighty but with loads of brakes and Tiger Balm. Yep, coffee. Coffee. Got to have coffee.
Yep.
There's a gentleman I watch on YouTube. His name is Brian's Life in Rural France, and he works for another channel I watch called, can't think of Dan Patterson's channel name. He's rebuilding a chateau that was owned by Coco Chanel and burnt in the 80s. He's pretty much building it from the ground up, and I found Brian's Life in Rural France through that, and he always, driving through small French towns, I think I'll stop and get some food, and me and the wife will go, and coffee, and the next scene you'll see him drinking a cup of coffee. That guy's a coffeeaholic worse than we are, and that's saying something. And
Yeah, that's one half.
and I missed 2 rivets. Darn it.
And the other half. There we go. Yoink.
Oh, and I'm carrying too much.
Oh, I forgot to ask. Did the radio sound stop when I relogged?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good.
I do think the game has improved with this update.
It has. And what I'm noticing is the newer sections that I'm getting into have fewer of the graphical glitches than the sections that, Joro and you had been working on previously. So I think
Yeah.
there's definitely what I wish they would do is have the saves basically recalculate or whatever with the new updates. And I think that would solve a lot of problems.
Shaman, the name of that channel has come to me finally. I watch it every day. It's Escape to Rural France. He was the gardener at the Chateau Diaries, which is another YouTube channel. Do I watch? Yes. That I don't know why I started watching people rebuilding chateaus in France, but here we are. He has started at the ground floor, cleaned a pound of muck out of it, and went all the way to the top. He's got, it's 415 or 16 odd videos on rebuilding that chateau. Very, very interesting. And he, the guy's a gourmet cook, and I've seen him lay block with the best of them. He's multi-talented. His back ain't gonna like rebuilding that chateau, but it's gonna turn out beautifully. It was a chateau that Jewish children were sent to during World War II, and that there's still adults to this day that lived there during the war. It was, something. Shaman, you're welcome. Yeah, I was already watching his channel, and he came up one day. It's been 2 years, maybe 2.5, and he came up and said, I've bought a chateau, and pretty much got to see it from the first. Extremely interesting. He always participates in something called Movember, which is a charity for men's health issues that he does every November. He was growing a beard, shaving it off, and collecting donations and such. And this year they made a whole video that the Movember team took them to the Swiss Alps, which is extremely good, beautiful, and extremely funny. It's worth a watch in its own right. I have to admit, last November I did consider growing a beard and giving a donation to Movember, but I can't stand to grow a beard. It drives me absolutely nutty.
Yeah.
I can grow a goatee because I really hate shaving my chin. Other than that, I don't have enough hair on my face, even at 62, to grow a good beard. When I went in the Air Force, I was only shaving once a week. They made me shave in boot camp. Or basic training for those of us that were in the Air Force.
I will say you are a lucky son of a SOB.
Thank you.
I'm one of those ones that I had to shave twice a day.
There was a guy in my flight in basic training. When the moon came out, he howled at it. That guy had so much hair. They were telling him, "You got to shave down your neck, bud." It was bad. Yeah, in that way I was fortunate, and I know it. However, my brother and father both had beards, and, you know, could I grow one? Yes. Would it look good? No. Would I drive myself nuts growing it? Yes. It would itch me. Terribly.
Yeah.
I've become more intolerant of my face itching the older I've got.
Yeah.
I got skin like a baby's ass, I hate to say. Every little thing that comes through that could give you a rash, I'll get it.
Yeah.
Anything that's the least bit irritating. There goes Big Dave breaking stuff.
Can't it reach the load? Try removing. Oh, like that one.
Yeah, it can be the oddest things that'll keep you from doing stuff. Oh, you're kidding.
It's these.
It's the walkways. Yep.
Yep, and there's a connector here that's not been.
Yeah, there's a connector down here that hasn't been done either. That's why I always have a beard. 5 o'clock shadow at 11 a.m. Digger Paint agrees with you. Yeah, I can go about 3 days with a little bit of a shadow, and then I just go, no, I've got to shave. It's driving me nuts.
There we go. I think now it's coming in.
Oh, that one hasn't been.
Well, it's got the top piece has to come out. Oh, that one's not fully cut through.
Nope. Come on. I might have to get up there with it. It's not letting me do it from the bottom.
Here, I can get it from up here.
Okay. Had to start shaving at age 12. Oh, my Lord.
I was that kid that had to shave for his grade 8 graduation.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. That's. Oh, gosh. That's terrible.
Yeah. That was me. I was.
I knew before I went to basic training, if I had a mustache, they would make me dry shave it when I got there. Shaved my mustache off. I'd had a mustache since I was a teenager. What little you could have at that time. But, yeah, it was... And I saw guys that had to dry shave. And will that tear your face up? Yes, it will.
Yep.
Because there were some people that said, well, the Air Force will let you have a mustache, so I'm leaving my mustache. And they regretted it later on. They really did.
Well, I will give you the funny one. You know I was an EOD, like I told you before.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know the big bomb suit that we have to wear?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I went EOD, I'd gotten permission that because I was a reservist and B in high school still, that I was allowed to grow a goatee, a mustache, and chops. I wasn't allowed to have a full beard, but goatee, mustache, chops. That's what they would let me have in the army. And I got order or paper approved from the uppity ups before I did it. So when I went EOD, they went, you have to shave off your chops, your mustache, your goatee, because it won't fit in the helmet of the suit. You know, it could get caught in the helmet of the suit.
Yeah.
To which I turn to the guy and go, if I'm disarming a bomb and it goes off and I can't get my face shield closed, or my face shield, no. I said, what's the difference between my face shield being closed and my face shield being cracked because my goatee has a hair in it? He's like, well, you're dead both ways.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not shaving it off. And if you ever watched the Jeremy Reiner movie, The Hurt Locker.
Never did.
Okay, well, there's a scene in there where he goes in and, you know, he doesn't wear the bomb suit.
Yeah.
And I ended up, when we went to Yugoslavia and I was mine clearing, I kind of got that way. I just one day went, you know what, to hell with it. I'm not going to wear that stupid suit while I'm crawling around on the ground disarming mines.
Yeah.
And I stopped wearing it. And, you know, I got written up for it, but they ended up going, you know what? You're dead either way. Your choice. And it was just one of those, it was like, I don't understand why I have to, you know, meet this OSHA requirement of I have to have a perfect seal on the outfit that's not going to save me.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I have often told the story that I was working for another guy's crew because they had a bunch of people, you know, out doing other stuff that day, and they said, "You go help the 17th cat being combat age team," and
Okay.
I went over there and I was working on one of their pieces of equipment, and I picked up a lead acid battery without battery gear.
Oh,
And
yep.
their supervisor on their crew, me and him were the same rank. He said, when you get a moment, come in here. I've got some paperwork for you to sign. I said, spell my fucking name right. I'm working on your shit. And went right on with what I was doing. And it rattled him so bad that I told him no. And he said, well, I was just joking. I said, I really, really don't give a shit. I said,
Yep.
I'm over here wrenching on your shit. I said, you can kiss my ass. I really don't care. You know,
Yep.
I walked across the floor with it. I had it in my hand all of 20 seconds, and I knew enough to go wash my hands. I've had enough battery acid on me to choke a horse, and I know when I have battery acid on me immediately. And it was just like,
Yeah.
you know, I got no time for you being an ass to me. Me and you are the same rank. You can kiss me where the sun don't shine. And he didn't appreciate it, and I didn't care. Yeah, overpressurized, doesn't care about a beard.
Yeah.
Oh, but gosh, I did so much crap I shouldn't have been doing, but you know, here you are. When you're young and dumb.
Yep. Okay, on your screen, can you see anything still connected to these sections of hull?
I don't
we're
even
right
know where you're at. No,
Same
but
section of hull.
but it's right inside the door here, and that's what I was going after.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so we must have to take this middle piece out.
Yep. Yeah, boom is boom. Well, look, I worked in shops that I had 15,000 gallons of fuel, diesel, JP4, and, you know, what they called MoGas, which was basically regular. We had enough batteries. I've seen batteries explode right at a moment's notice with stuff, shorts. You know, if you're not wearing the right thing at the right time, I saw a battery explode on a guy one day just because he turned the panel light on and the panel light was shorted. It was like,
Yep.
boom, hit him from the top of his head to his crotch, and there were about 6 of us going for the hose to start hosing him off so he wouldn't lose his eyesight. You know, and it could have happened to any one of us. I mean, I worked in a very dangerous situation. It was what it was, you know. I wasn't a fatalist or anything. I'm a little too cautious now, truth be known. But, you know, at that point in time, I could have gotten my knickers in a knot over a lot of things. And I can honestly say there were times my higher-ups didn't appreciate me because I would flat tell them, what you're talking about is bullshit. And,
Yep.
you know, they didn't like somebody that had a mind of their own. All right, back through the door. Pick that up.
And like I am all for, you know, making sure the proper safety gear is being used in the right situations. But if I'm disarming a 1,000-pound bomb, let's say, that didn't go off in the field, it doesn't matter. They're putting sandbags in my coffin either way.
Yeah. Sad but true.
You know? So it's one of those things that was like, I don't get it. Why the fuss? Ah, good, you're able to collect something.
Yeah, Mayhem just said, I never really thought of age as dangerous, but then again, compared to what I worked on, it was less dangerous. Yeah, good grief.
Yep.
And Mayhem, you know, 7808 engine oil. That stuff will be absorbed through your skin. It's poisonous as hell. You know, God, I've messed with so much of that, it's not funny. And all different kinds of, well, 7808, was that hydraulic fluid? What am I thinking of? The engine oil was still poisonous. 5606 was hydraulic fluid. All of it was bad. Wasn't none of it good for you. No matter if my, 20 years of lack of brains can remember what it all was. I mean, as I've often said, there are a million ways, and this is in any line of work, to bust your ass, meaning to kill yourself. And my biggest fear was, don't go do something stupid and wind up in a box because of your own stupidity. I've cross-checked myself, and there were still days that people would come along behind me and go, "You're fixing to screw up there, Sergeant Massengill." Okay. Now that you mention it.
Yay, that whole section's going.
Yeah, something that a lot of people don't realize. F-16s only have one engine. They have one emergency power unit in them. That emergency power unit is...
Oh, hydrazine.
Yeah, hydrazine is nasty stuff. And at the base I was on, when you get those on the ground, you stick a pin in them to safety them so they won't go off on the ground. The guy stuck the pin in it to safety it, and it went off on him, hit him from head to toe. and they carted him off to the hospital, put him in the back of the van, drove the flatline van off up to the hospital to say, yeah, we've got problems.
Yep.
And it was, that stuff is nasty.
Yeah, because it's biocorrosive, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and there's, it's, you know, that, yeah, the older you get, the more you sit and think about it, the more you really don't want to be doing what you're doing. Some days I wish I'd have retired. Other days, I have no problem with it. What would have been my last 4 years in the military, I spent in college. So, go get out of there. That room is nuclear hot. Yeah, that hydrazine is nasty.
Yep.
You're knocking that floor off from up there. Okie dokie.
Yep.
And here it all comes. I
Should
think.
get those engines out, I think.
Yeah, that's
Oh, it's still got connectors. Okay.
okay. Well, I was just down here cutting some of them. Cannot reach the load. Why not?
Oh, the railings are in the way. I bet. And bash some bolts. Up those railings.
Digger, while I appreciate that sentiment, you got to be about half crazy to go halfway around the world, hang your fanny out, doing things sane people don't do.
Yep. Okay, gotta take down that whole section.
Nah, it's still telling me you can't. You just think you can, but you can't. What that is laying under there. Dave,
Huh?
I'm moving the truck.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, are you able to centralize it?
Come on. Up, up, up. That can go.
There you go.
That
That's
can
what it
go.
was, okay.
And now, we're going to stand here for the sake of the audience and watch the crane come down, drink coffee, and what? Talk crap. You know, I said when I started this morning I would like to finish this, and I didn't think I was going to be able to make it.
I mean, we've taken one, two, I think 3 sections off the back of the ship, plus what, 2 off the front?
Yeah. And off camera, I took the top off the back of the ship and the nose.
Yep.
So we might get it done.
Yep.
Ooh, coffee. Good idea. My wife has a shirt that said, Mama wants coffee. And you can tell she's from Minnesota because, buddy, she likes it hot, not hot, whether it's hot outside or not.
Yep.
I had friends from upstate New York when I worked in South Carolina, and it'd be 90 and 100 degrees outside. They'd be sitting out on the back porch drinking coffee. Like, you guys are built tougher than I am. But I have to. Matter of fact, same girl. When I worked at the county I worked for, she was answered the phone for the help desk, and buddy, she'd make coffee. Her husband was a Navy SEAL. She'd make coffee to put hair on your chest. Like, good grief! Whew. I'm not sure I'm that tough. Mm. Hey, 10 views. For me, that's actually pretty good. $70,000 kilograms in the truck, 68,000 in the warehouse. Big truck.
Yep.
Yeah, around May I switched to iced coffee or soda. Yeah. What I'll
One of my favorite drinks is one that Starbucks brought out last summer. It was a blue raspberry lemonade.
Oh,
Oh, it was so good.
bet that's chocked full of sugar.
It is, but it was also so refreshing. It was just I don't know what it was that they did with it, but it was unlike most sweet drinks, which, yeah, they give you that instant gratification, but then you go, I'm thirsty again because I just drank half a bag of sugar.
Yeah.
That one didn't give you that.
Wow. Put hair on the inside of your chest. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, like McDonald's Canada does this strawberry hibiscus drink that's, again, really nice. But, it'll put hair on your chest because it's got so much freaking sugar in it. It's just, ugh.
Yep. My nemesis was always red can Coke. Hell, I damn near weaned on soft drinks. I mean, and I've fought caffeine addiction of some sort all my life.
Yeah.
Wish I'd left it alone the first time I said I've had enough in junior high school, but didn't. Can't do iced coffee. Has to be hot and constant. Yeah. Well, what I do in the mornings is I make, according to the pot, 8 cups of coffee. Well, I have about a 16-ounce cup, and then I have a 20-ounce cup, and I'll pour those both full and gain, and I'll set the pot off, and it gets cold. You know, it hasn't been cooked to death, and I'll drink the rest of the iced coffee in the afternoon.
Yep.
But I also use Folgers Silky Smooth Decaf, and you know, and you think coffee is coffee is coffee. I don't know what it is about it. That is the smoothest drinking coffee I've ever drank in my life. And Dave is knocking down the world.
Well, just trying to open up the hole again.
Whoop, sorry. Didn't see you coming into the door till it was too late. Okay, I'm going to go down here and see if that's been knocked loose.
Yeah, it probably won't until I open the hole up because there's machinery right next to that bulkhead.
Okay.
And there's one of those king rivets, like, right at the machinery, so...
Oh, you pain in the butt.
And we're getting back into the radiation again.
You know, we're going to have to deal with it. Room temp's as cold as I can stand. Yeah, I get it. I hate to say the radiation's going to come to roost.
Yeah.
Whether we like it or not.
Should do is actually clear to pile these bins before I...
That's a craneable. Oh, yeah.
Oops. Okay.
Excuse me? Oh. Whoa. Temperature sensitive,
Whoa.
so I'm already hot. My system freaks out if I add more to it. I used to faint from even the slightest heat stroke as a teen. Yes, I am a wuss.
Ooh.
I've been that way, a fair bit. My second night in the Persian Gulf, I was laying on about 8 o'clock that night, laying on a piece of tarmac. We were basically waiting on jets to come in and other people and where to set up shops, and nothing serious was happening. And a senior master sergeant that I had worked with walked in the room, and I sat up and I said, "Hey Chief, how you doing?" He was one rank away from being a chief master sergeant, so we were kind of giving it to him. He was holding a chief's job, so. And all of a sudden he looked at me and he said, "Are you feeling okay?" I said, "Yeah, Chief, I feel great." He said, "Go to the infirmary." I said, "No, I feel fine. Everything's great, I was, a low-level NCO. I knew my ass from a hole in the ground." And he said, "No, I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. Get your ass up and go." And I could never figure out why. And I said, what was in the chief's craw to a friend of mine? He said, "You didn't see the puddle you left when you leaned up off the tarmac." No. He said, "It was as big as your torso and spreading." He said, "You were dehydrated, something awful." And they did look at me and go, "Oh yeah, you're dehydrated all to hell." Okay, but I felt great. Yeah, that first night in the desert really, really sucked. We were all about half sick. It was.
One more reason why I'm kind of glad I didn't do the sandbox wars.
Yes. They had their moments. Yeah, I went to the United Arab Emirates, and then I turned around 2 years later and went to Dhahran, Saudi Arabia. That was my first experience in country in the kingdom. When we first went to the Gulf War, they told us we were going to Saudi Arabia. We landed in the UAE. It was 3 days before I knew where in the hell I was at. They were so hush-hush about it. And I finally looked at one of the locals and I said something, saying it was Saudi. And he looked at me and he said, "No, this is the United Arab Emirates." So what do you mean? And he pulled out a dinar and showed me the currency. It was like, oh. The very first time I called home, I stood in line to get to this one phone for about 3 hours to talk for 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, I was using a phone card. And that's something that, I don't know whether they're still there or not. It's been since 1991 since I was there. That was a different place, though. It was. But Abu Dhabi has grown up so much, even the.
Yeah.
You see the pictures of it from the Formula One race at Yas Marina and go, "Oh my Lord, you got to be kidding me."
Yep.
It's a very dry heat. shaman. It wasn't, terrible. It was, but 130 is still 130, and there was a reason. I went downtown one day with a buddy of mine to make a bank deposit because we couldn't go downtown alone, and his boss asked me, "You're off from work. Can you go help Jim do this?" Yeah, sure, I can do that. They closed the banks from 1 to 4 every day because it was the heat of the day. We got there at 5 minutes after 1. They were looking at us through the door. We had to go sit in downtown Abu Dhabi in the heat of the day. Persian Gulf's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your life. The bluest blue, just deep water. And it was like, that was the hottest I've ever been. I've experienced 122 years. I can't even imagine heat in the Middle East. When I came home, I called my wife, and we were in, where did we fly into? It was Maine. It was a base. No, it was Maine. A base that they have since closed. And I called from there, and we had kind of an unusual conversation. She said, don't tell me that you're sitting at base waiting on me to come pick you up. I said, I'm sitting at a base. I'm not sitting at that base. And I found out later on it was because some captain was keeping it from everybody so he could be the one that would call people to tell them their loved one was home, so he would be the big guy. A lot of people had missed their loved ones getting off the plane. She was understandably not happy about it, and I got it. But I said, bring my field jacket. She said, Johnny, it's 70 degrees here. And I said, and where I just left was 130. I'm freezing. Bring my field jacket. And she did. And did I wear it in 70-degree weather? Yes, I did. There are pictures of me walking around the flight line at Shaw Air Force Base when we landed. One of me hugging my son. I've never been so happy to be home in my entire life. But it was. Whew. And it was funny. It would be, 130 during the day, but then you'd go to after the sun went down, and 0500 in the morning when you'd get up to go to the shower tent, it was 40 degrees. It was a race between you and your feet to see who was getting to the shower tent first. It was. Whew. Dave?
Yep.
I have made an executive decision. We're gonna go till 11. It's 10:30 my time. So
okay.
Just so you know.
Yep, that works for me.
Big Dave, the myth, the man, the legend. Something just. Okay. By him just posting stuff in Discord that I don't need to look at right yet.
Okay, so that side of the top of the hull is ready to come off.
Which side? Left or right?
If you're facing the front of the ship, it'll be the left.
Okay. I was facing the back of the ship, so it's the right.
Yeah.
You said welcome to... no, I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss something. You said welcome to Digger becoming a member. I'm going to go to the other side and try to get, at least click on that and see what it tells you.
Yeah.
It's stuck.
Well, I think it's because I just have to knock these few pieces of out, and once I do, it should loosen up.
One thing I did in this game was make it to where what would turn red would stay red longer. Oh, and I just fell off the side.
You can pull it down now if you want.
Okay. Humidity is worse for me. I can do dry heat, but the moisture just can't escape from it. Yeah, trust me. I lived in South Carolina for 32 years. The humidity there is 80% or better 90% of the days. That's why when people in Texas tell me, oh, it's so humid here, I laugh at them. Go, you just have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was half the problem in Yugoslavia.
Humid.
Was it's humid.
Yeah, and if you're not used to it, East Tennessee is fairly humid, and I grew up in that. Didn't mean I liked it.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got too much on. I just walked over the nuclear vessels or something like that.
Yeah, radiation around here somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, come on. That was like 30 minutes ago. Well, I got the notification in my headset. I try not to ignore them. I don't have notifications turned on. If I'm not online, I don't get them. You know, they wait on me. I don't wait on them. Let's put it that way. But Mayhem, you're fine. Don't sweat it. Well, I mean, to say that you're fine. No, you're not fine. You got problems. You're Mayhem. But it's okay. Bounced it off the side of the boat. What a pain.
Radiation must be one floor down.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something that's hot.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just walking around on top of the wall here to see if I could see the radiations or radioactive stuff so I could tag it, but nope.
No. Okay, can we take the top of that wall off? No.
I think we have to take out that first row of blocks on. Oh, you have?
Yeah. It's the bottom ones.
Is it?
Yeah, there's some over here under something. Oh, and I've selected the wrong tool. Darn it. Come on. is not the wrong tool. Oh, it's being a pain in my butt.
Still something else. Oh, I see it. It's way up at the top.
What? Oh, yes, it is. What a pain. As long as it's not digger pain.
Ah, crap.
Come on, Dave, you can do it.
Take two.
Oh, you're still chopping rivets.
I could swear sometimes these things don't show up at first. Okay, give it a go.
Yep, it's gone.
There we go.
I walked in behind stuff. Oh. What in the world have I done to myself?
So you realize you only have one intact section of hull left.
I'm okay with it.
Yep. So we've done most of the boat today.
That was kind of my goal, but I just didn't think it would work out in the allotted time. If AMP hadn't have said I'm not streaming,
Yeah.
we would have never worked.
You.
Look at that man go. Sometimes it's the same kind of pain. Yep. Do you remember in Star Trek, one of them, they were looking for the nuclear vessels in Alameda?
Yep. Star Trek 4.
Oh, I could I could just see how bad of a reaction you'd get asking for something like that innocently, not knowing how.
Yeah.
Oh my, too funny. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Didn't mean to strike that yet. I did. However, this one section of hull is going to have a load of shite in it. Whoa. Boy, there's one certain place you get over the top of that's...
Yeah.
Wow.
Getting close to it, so.
Yep. At least we have enough of the top off that getting it isn't going to be terrible.
Yeah.
Aren't you glad I updated the nuclear vessels? Yeah, that's absolutely.
Oh crap!
Are you okay, or are you cooking?
I'm cooking because I think I'm standing beside the radiation.
Yeah, that'll do it. Okay.
Oh yeah, there it is. It's right there. Oh, you tricksy people in the dev team.
What did you find?
Oh, it's just you have to have the top level saw because it's got the reach to remove this piece of machinery so you can open up to get the radiation out.
Oh, yeah. Pretty tricky.
Yep. Oops. No, let's do there.
Just because we're so close to getting the nuclear out,
Yep.
I was going to say either 11 or to get the nuclear picked up.
I should have the nuclear out in about 5 minutes or less.
Yeah, okay, good deal. And at that point, we should be able to knock the rest of this thing pretty much flat because that's the only thing keeping it from us.
Don't forget there's 2 nuclears. So you're going to have to save one for next time.
Did you have to rain on my parade? No, this one will never make it any farther.
Yeah.
I like this game so much I play it even when I'm not streaming. So
That's true, yeah. And also, like I said, I think this one just needs to be cleaned up off in single player.
yeah.
I'm sad that minute.
I would like to buy the Fuso again and do the Fuso because I did not complete that one. But I've got to have $4,000 to do it. So
You should have enough with what you got in the truck and what you got in the warehouse.
yeah. Oh, I see the nuclear. There it is.
Yep. Yeah.
So you can see what needs to get the heck out of there.
Yep. That's. Oh, it won't pick up for me. Oh no.
What are you trying to pick up?
Might be because I'm carrying too much.
Oh, well, that would do it too.
I'll do it. Yep. Yep, that was what it was.
There's still something.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Should be able to pop it.
Done.
Yeah, because I think there's a nuclear in the next section as
Yeah.
well.
When I get closer to that bulkhead off to my right, everything starts going black.
Yep. There we go.
Much better.
Yep.
Now I've gotten myself back in here. Oh, yeah, there's something nuclear down there. Whoo, hoo, hoo. Got close to that back corner and
if I remember correctly, it's either on the same deck we're on, or deck we're on, or it's one deck down.
Stretched one day, and Juro said, "Sounds like you need to pick up your spine. Welcome to my world." Gosh, we've had a full morning marathon here at the Daily Ack.
Yeah.
Good grief. Wouldn't have been possible without Dave.
Oh, thank you. I do enjoy this game too. It's such a great.
The thing I enjoy about live streaming is running my jaws. I'll be perfectly honest. What we're playing doesn't matter as long as we're not, getting absolutely decimated while I'm trying to talk to chat. I was just coming back out to make sure that could go.
Yep.
Oh, you dummy. Nobody's perfect, especially not me.
Yeah.
Mayhem, you're perfect at mayhem. I mean, let's face it.
I want to check something before we get to this point. I'm trying to remove that one. Yeah, there is no cup point up here. Okay, there is a cup point there. Okay. I see why I was missing those top cut points. Okay.
Because they're under a bulkhead or something, aren't they?
Yeah, they're under the hull, the outer hull of the ship.
Yeah.
So, okay. There was one.
Whoa. Just walked down a level I wasn't trying to walk down. But I did. It's all about the players, not the game. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the day belongs to Dave. Yes. Let me see if I can get this engine apparatus out here or if that's too close. Yes, that one will go.
Yeah, these smaller ones should go once you get what's above them cleared out.
Yeah, this is still got a bunch of stuff above it. But come on, hammer. Not the rope, the hammer. go any farther back there. I want to go through here. There we go. Oh, you're still carrying too much, even though you've came through that bulkhead. Exactly. Your community is a good group of chat, good players, enhance the experience for the viewers. Yes, I agree. I don't know that I'm a good player of anything. I'm uncoordinated as three-legged goose. Always have been. Are you okay?
Yep, relog time.
Say that again, I missed it.
Relog time.
Oh, you're trying to get stuff that really ain't there.
No, I had the torch go and I accidentally rolled my wheel on my mouse.
Mm-hmm.
And and I rolled from the torch to the saw, but the torch sound kept going.
Oh, that makes
Yep.
me crazy.
Yep.
Now I can switch tools and get that. Oh, I can't switch tools and do a thing. Now, let me go back. Yeah, my controller just went kaflut.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm not controlling off the controller at all.
Yeah, I might be getting to that point in time.
Let me plug the other controller in, even though I don't like it. It might work better. Nope. Well, sad to say, sad but true, we're done.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
the only thing that I can think to do, switch tools to call crane. It won't even let me roll a mouse. Can you get this one engine right here?
Oh, I just logged out.
Okay,
Sorry.
well, now that's good. That's good.
Yep.
I'll save that and deal with that later.
Yep.
And then go back to main menu. Yes, I want to save. Everybody's leaving. Oh, folks, been a marathon. Right at 11 o'clock, too. And I started early, so, gosh, I've been at this 3 hours and 12 to 15 minutes or so.
Yep.
It was a good time, and happy to have done it. Thank you guys for being here. Big Dave, you made the day.
Yeah, anytime.
And we appreciate it. Tomorrow, golf with your friends. We'll be here
Yes.
probably playing a few of Mayhem's courses if I, don't get a wild hair up my backside, but you never can tell.
Yeah.
Darlene Miller, thank you for being here. And I said something right before she walked in the room about nobody here but us chickens, and she said, the chickens are here. Laugh out loud. Yep. All right. You guys have a good one. See ya.